All right, let's go over the trades I took this week. This week I took 2 trades. One hit my stop loss, and then one hit a 1-to-1. So we're break even for the week. It closed at a 1-to-1 because it was on a Friday, and I decided to close, and I don't have weekend holdings in my funding account, in my funded account. So yeah, let's go over the first trade we took this week, which was AUD CAD. And AUD CAD on the weekly it was bearish, and then on the daily time frame was also bearish. We were bullish, and then we shifted structure. So this being our lower high and this being our lower low. And then the 4-hour was also bearish. This was the lower high and this was the lower low. So then we had a beautiful daily area of interest. Every time we're above, we're using this area as support, and every time we're under, we're using this area as resistance. Support, resistance, support, 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 and so on. So we had a good area of interest, and then I saw price break structure. It was making higher highs and higher lows, and then we broke structure. We came down. We came under my level of interest, under my level area of interest. And then once I saw this daily candlestick, close with this nice rejection wick under this EMA, I'm like, all right, we're going down. So then I went to the lower time frame. So then I went to the 1 hour. And we shifted bearish, and I was waiting for a pullback and then an engulfing. So then my engulfing was on the 15-minute. So I got in on the 15-minute time frame on this bearish engulfing, and I had a little retracement, so I got in about right there. I then set my stop loss about right here. Ideally, I'd have it like more about right here, but then the risk reward wouldn't have been worth it, so I decided to make it a little bit tighter. So when it would break past this lower high, it would mean that we would shift structure and we would be completely wrong. But we went straight into our stop loss, and yeah, this is the first trade, and we lost 1%. Not a bad trade. I would take this trade over and over again, very clean. But now it just gave us an opportunity for next week. So we're bullish now, and we could come down and retest this area of interest. We already had a strong rejection, so the next daily candlestick could open, and we could have a nice wick to about right down here, and then it could close above and make a new higher high. So maybe for next week I'll be looking for, okay, so we're still bullish. I'll be looking for something like this to then go up. All right, that's all for AUD CAD. Let's look at NZD JPY. All right, NZD JPY on the weekly time frame, we are bearish. This is our lower high. This is our lower low. On the daily time frame, this is our lower high. This is our lower low. And then on the 4-hour, at the time of the trade, we were actually bearish. So we shifted structure, higher high, higher low, higher high. We shifted structure, lower low, lower high, lower low. And as you can see here, we have a left head and shoulders pattern, which was another confluence of ours. So once I saw price get into our area of interest, every time we're above, we're support. Every time we're under, we're resisting. Above, support, so on. When we're above, we support. When we're under, there's resistance. So I saw price come into this area that I was interested in selling from, and also we had an area around psychological 85,500. So if we could put it here, 85,500. That's another added confluence. This is pretty much where banks and institutions sell, so they would have an even amount of number. They're not gonna trade millions and billions of dollars and have an uneven amount. They're gonna make sure it's even, and it's every 500. The right psychological areas or every 500. Basically, when the banks want to buy or sell, if it hits their stop loss or take profit, it doesn't want to be 896 0.52. Like, it's gonna be even. It's gonna be zeros across the board. So that's why they have their buy limits and sell limits on these around psychological areas. As you can see here, touch price, boom, touch price, and it came down. So if you look at it in the 1 hour, when I took this trade, we had shifted structure. We had a pullback. We could have gone in here, but it was out of session. We were out of session. It was around like 12 p.m. That's out of session. So usually I'll trade pre-London session, pre-New York, or New York. So after 12, like 12 to around 8 Eastern time, I won't take any trades because there's pretty much not enough volume in that time. So we could have gone in up here and it would have been already a good risk to reward. But when we were in session and we got our confirmation, we were about it was about pre-London session at around 8 o'clock. So in the 1 hour, you can see we have this left head, right shoulder, and then you could also see it way cleaner on the 4 hour. Left head, right shoulder, and now we're retesting this neckline. I still think this is gonna keep going down. I ended up getting out at like right here. Like it was like a one. It was a little bit less than a 1-to-1. I put a line. It was like right here, so it was a 1 to 0.79. It was because it was Friday, and the markets were about to close. And my funded account, it does close your trade at around like 3 p.m. Eastern time on Fridays, because I do not have weekend holding on this 5K funded account that I have. But once I turn 18 and I get my 300K account, I will be getting probably weekend holding. But yeah, I got in right here. I'll show you the entry signal. So it was this bearish engulfing candlesticks, engulfing these 30-minute candlesticks. I mean, beautiful. We can see another left head, right shoulder, and we're retesting this neckline again. I still think this trade has insane downside potential still, and it'll create a new lower low on the daily and then continue to follow the trend. That's pretty much the trade I took this week. I couldn't upload last week because I worked 32 hours in a week. In that weekend, I was exhausted. It was crazy. No excuses though. I could have done it Friday night. I didn't work. I'm working at the Marlin Stadium, the parking. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will be coming out with my top pairs for this week that I'll be interested in trading. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you guys. Leave any comments and any questions you guys have. Peace.